What's up, guys? How you guys doing? I'm here, and we do have another guest day. Okay, the first 12 days of the month is always Bryson Sharpley joining us in the studio. Okay, because he talks about the movie of the day every day for the first 12 days because it matches our books, movie suggestions for each grade. Right, and since today is the 7th, you're talking about
7th grade movie.
There you go. That's why you're the man. The 7th grade movie of the day is
Run, Fat Boy, Run.
All right, so we'll be talking to you about that in a second. All right, I'm going to start off the show with our story of the day, which is as follows. Wisdom is always an overmatch for strength. Alright, wisdom is always an overmatch for strength. I think that about adds up. Alright, because I'll say it for sure, I was a stronger player in college. And I would think, maybe not who I am now, but who I was when I was like 33, 35, I would take that player over my 20s player. So I would rather have a veteran than a young, inexperienced player. How about you?
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, because you might be able to jump high and stuff like that, but if you're not cutting right, etc. And I found this out mostly from playing with women who used to play college basketball. We were playing against other like guys who didn't play like D1. They were like D2, D3 players, but they were still like college level players and good. And these girls like worked them, and not like they didn't beat them up. No. If the girl caught the ball full court and the guy was guarding her, she would just pick it up and pass it because it was that overmatched, right? It was like, dude, if this guy gets anywhere near me, he's gonna kill me. He's that much better than I am. But when it came down to it, she was going backdoor for layups. Boom. She was able to defend him by sending him to certain spots. He couldn't score on her. She could score on him all the time. And we had the better player on our team. So I think experience by far is better than strength.
Yeah. I would agree.
All right, well, who do we have in the comments? We got Connor Rush. John, were you fast in your college days?
He thinks you're slow
yeah,
now.
it sounds like he's saying I'm slow.
Oh, man.
Okay, we might have to have a race because, I mean...
Oh, man.
Okay, I don't know about, I don't know everything, but I do know that one of us runs like this.
He's saying that he can guard you.
No, I'm flying past this guy. What is he, a freshman?
I don't know.
He's a freshman. He did actually. You know what? He did run an 8.8 in that little the combine thing.
Yeah, and you ran like
I did walk a 9.8. Yeah, so let's just remember that I walked a 9.8. You ran an 8.8. Now I will say this: if I did run that thing, I would probably run faster than you, but I would be hurt for about a week or two. So is that fair? Who do we have? No, you're not slow. Okay, spell you're correctly, but yes. All right. Anyways, no, I would say for my team, I was fairly fast. Like if you took like the guys that were my height, I had to run with the big guys because I'm like so big, and because the small guys were so fast, I chose to run with the big guys, and I was by far the fastest big guy. But out of all the small guys who were like 6'2", I would say I was like in between those guys. I'm just asking if you were fast for a D1 athlete at the time. Yeah. No, so like
No, I know what you meant, Connor.
For my size, I was extremely fast. Yes. and I could basically keep up to all the guards too.
He's saying that he can guard you full court.
I think he's definitely dogging me.
You can't go past him.
No. Like,
That's what he said.
You've already said it, Connor. You're about to get your butt kicked. Show up on Saturday, man. All right. Anyways, let's move to we're here at the beginning. We have done trivia the last time, the last minutes each and every single time. But let's do it in the beginning. And let me see. I need you to. Oh wait, no, I can move this. Let me see. Let me just adjust this a little. No. I need you to move slightly that way. Perfect. Okay. Here's the question for today. All right. The trivia question for today is what was the jersey number for David Robinson? He's one of the greatest players of all time. What was the jersey number for David Robinson? Like a long gazelle. What is the jersey number for David Robinson? That is the trivia question for the day. I would definitely know this one like that, but that's because he was a big time player in my day. All right, I'll be there. All right, the jersey number for David Robinson is the trivia question of the day. And for trivia, here's our leaders. We got Connor Rush with 4, Finn Kaufman with 1, Blake with 0, Lucas with 0, Rand Marchetti with 0, and everyone else with 0. All right, so whoever wins the most trivia questions for the month gets a free coin. The coins get you a whole bunch of stuff from our merchandise store, sooner or later from things around town. Once we get enough people in our program to do that, and that was the number. And Bryson, you can move back over here, and you were blocking the number in the background. That's why you were there. All right, so yes, it was number 50, and that is the 50 All-Stars number. So congratulations, Connor Rush, with your 5th point right there. One day we're gonna have someone to be able to challenge you, man. Either it's like you are Finn, or you in Finn, or you are just Finn, or whatever. It happens. But we will progress just as everyone progresses. All right. But next up, let's get your movie review down. You down for that?
Yeah.
Or you know what? Let's actually talk about some basketball real quick.
Okay.
We got to. Dave Robinson must have been 50 All-Star. Duh. I should add him to our website. All right. We got our first one is, I don't like when it does this, but it is, what is it? Hold your follow through or push-ups. All right, it's a drill that I really like to do a lot. All right, you hold your follow through or push-ups. So when you're gonna shoot the ball, we're gonna, like, he and I are gonna go to like 10, let's say. We're gonna shoot the ball from the elbow, and you gotta hold your follow through with both arms in the air and both toes, like, on their tippy toes, all right, for the entirety of your shot until the ball hits the rim. Normally it's whenever the ball starts to go back down again, but we're gonna hold this one until the ball hits the rim, or if you airball it until it hits the ground. And if you drop your arms or your legs anytime during that arc, all you have to do is 1 push-up. All right, but if you don't do the push-up, you have to do a sprint. And the second person to mess up has to do 2 sprints, then 3 sprints, then 4 sprints. And we're shooting the ball, like shooting until like someone wins to 20 or something like that. And I might even add some kind of like running to it, just to make everyone hurry. So when you're hurried, you have to still shoot the proper shot. Now, normally you only have to go like halfway up, until the ball's past the apex of the shot. Once it starts going back down, you can drop your follow through. But here we're going above and beyond to make sure that you hold your follow through for your shots. And it improves everyone's shots. It's amazing. Even like Noah Coleman, his shot improved like that. Were you there last clinic? Yeah, it was like awesome, right? And then we also like for you to pay attention to your own shot, and that's why we have you, get out the easy way by just doing 1 push-up. So you have to think about your own shot. But like Isaiah, he was struggling. He was just making up stuff. He was like, did I hold my follow? He's like this. Did I hold my follow through? And then he just does the push-up anyway. So he kind of cheated. But that's this drill. Next one is one minute shots. This is also like a mental one. You have to go 8 for 14, and you have 1 minute to shoot. And if you don't get it, you have to run. All right. So you have to make 8 shots and shoot 14 shots in 1 minute. But here's the hard part. All right. For every make below 8, you have to run 1 sprint. So if you only made 7, you have to run 1. If you made 6, you have to run 2. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
That sounds easy, right? Nah. Because now, for every total shot, like under 14, you have to run 2. So if you only shot 13, you have to run 2. Shot 12, you have to run 4. Right?
Okay.
But then you add those 2 numbers together. And that's where we lose almost everyone except for the smart kids. It's hilarious. They cannot add that stuff up. So if they go like 7 for 13, guys, do you know the answer? No?
You're going to have to run 3, right?
Yeah! Thank you. He's a genius. No one else figures that stuff out. It's crazy. Even the high school kids mess that up. So the reason why we do that is because we want you shooting really fast shots. So obviously the shots count more than the makes. Okay. Does that make sense? So we want you shooting shot after shot after shot. And then you don't really get penalized for missing. So you're trying to shoot it extra fast. So we're trying to make you shoot a game like shot and practice like that. That's the point. That's the point of the drill. And then of course you have to sprint your sprints, and then we'll start all over again after that. Next one is diagonal pro hops, starting from half court, sprinting in for a layup on the opposite side, and then you're gonna do a pro hop, but you're gonna come back to the original side. So it's pretty complicated to explain, but here's what it looks like. Boom, hit, boom, there. Way to keep both hands up, Derek. All right, only got one. It's okay. Boom, hit, there, score. All right, you want to hit them in the end too. That's hilarious that I have music playing for like a 2-second clip.
Yeah, why?
I think I was just focused maybe, and I had to do like 180 videos.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't worry about it. All right. All right. And, next one is direct Euro steps. All right, that's coming in, and there's a person taking a charge. You bounce the ball, carry it with two hands, fake on this side, then fake on that side during your steps, and then you want to score with that hand. And basically, it's taking advantage of a loophole in the rules. The loophole in the rules is you have to bounce the ball, and then you're allowed to step, then step again, and then lift. All right, and they do that so that you can stay in flow. However, like people like Allen Iverson and a whole bunch of Europeans during the early 90s, they weren't stepping in a straight line. The rules never said anything about a straight line. And if they did add that, that would be hard to keep track of what a straight line is. So they were just stepping and then stepping that way, then that way. So the other rule that it takes advantage of is the rule on taking a charge versus a block. And if you're moving like to the side and your feet are moving, it's a block. And it's after the person takes their last dribble and picks it up. You're no longer allowed to move. So if they're not, they like back in the 70s, 80s, they weren't expecting anyone to not run in a straight line. So if you took a charge, you were right there, and then you kind of won that battle. But you can't move. But now as people started moving outside of a straight line, they were like, and you have people like Tony Parker just walking around people. And that's where the Euro step was developed, and why it's such a great move, because the defense literally can't do anything about it. All right, so do it. Take care of it. 8 for 14 with holding your follow through. No, not with holding your follow through. This one you can just shoot, but you still want to shoot a full shot, all right, because you don't want to change up your shot. You're not just chucking. All right. Next one we have is pick and roll drive to shot. All right, this is if there is no help side, is no show. So if you're going over a pick and roll and there is no show, all right, that means that they're not going to double team you with the guy who's guarding the pick guy. He's not going to double team you, and it's not even a weak show really. It's no show at all. You're going to go over the pick and roll and you're going to start to drive. Now if there wasn't help side, you would go in and score or create for other people. But if there is help side, you want to stop at the free throw line and then pop for a shot. So it's drive to shoot. We're going to practice that coming off chairs so that we're just used to it. So when it happens in the games, we do it like that. Last one is hurdle reverse layup. That's just like our hurdle layup that we did yesterday or 2 days ago, where we come in and we bounce the ball with the opposite foot down right before the hurdle. And then we pick it up as we're going over the first hurdle, and we take 2 steps with the ball up and out, and then you score like that. You want the ball to be in both hands for your entirety of your layup, so that you can possibly pass the ball, so you can manipulate, so you can do a Euro step, so you can maybe shoot a floater early, or you can do a whole bunch of things if the ball's in both hands. But if you just dribble the ball in and then as soon as you pick it up, you shoot it, now people like me are going to be timing that and blocking your shot. But if you pick it up and now you take 2 long steps, well, now I'm trying to avoid you. So it's a big, big, big difference, and you should realize that difference. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So now we're up on your thing right here. All right. Movie time with Bryson. You need an intro song, man. Move. Movie time. Move. No. Okay. You.
All right. Today's movie is Run, Fat Boy, Run. I haven't seen it, but I know the main actor. I've seen several of his movies, and he's usually pretty good. I wasn't fully convinced this is even a sports movie at first. It is about marathon running, but it's more like on the romantic side of the spectrum.
Tell us what happens.
All right, so a guy he stands up his wife on their marriage. It was
He leaves her at the altar.
Leaves her at the altar. And years later, he tries to make up for it, but she's already with another guy, and he's like a really great like marathon runner. So he tries to impress her by beating his, her new guy.
Oh, her new guy is a marathon runner.
Yeah.
And then this guy who's not very fat. And
yeah, that's the weird thing. Like when I looked up the movie, like I knew the actor, so I thought like, oh, he must be like in a fat suit or something. But no, he just like he's on the screen there. He's not too fat. I don't know.
I'm sure what he meant is that he's out of shape.
I guess.
All right. So this movie does have a montage. It does have a training montage. It is about a sport. So
what was the spoiler?
So we're gonna count it as a sports movie. We're gonna count it as a sports movie.
What was the spoiler, Connor?
There is no spoiler. There is no spoiler going on here. But I suppose if you say so. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
No, Finn did not like this idea.
No, Finn was just saying that. Anyways, how many stars are you gonna give it? Just guesstimate the number of 50 stars. How many of the 50 All-Stars will you be giving this movie?
Well, I think since John knows this movie better than I, he should give the star rating. For this.
All right. Well, since Rotten Tomatoes gave it 44%.
Well, 60%.
No, that was the rating for the users rating.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 44% by the critics. I go by the critics.
No, they're usually wrong.
We'll average it 44 plus 60, 104, 52. There you go. So
All
we're gonna give this movie 26 stars. 26 stars out of 50. Watch it at your own risk. All right, but it's the seventh grade movie of the day. It does say that it's pretty funny. So watch it. All right. Anyways, not every movie is an amazing one, but this one should be fun and interesting.
And again, actor's really funny. He's been great in every movie I've seen him in.
And if you watch this movie, be sure to post a movie review in our homework section, and then you get credit points. He wants to give away one of his coins, man. He has never given one away, right?
Yeah.
Never given one away.
Connor, you said you were going to do it. I'm still expecting it.
Let's see. He said this weekend, right? All right. We will see you later. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right. Thank you for having me.
That's his catchphrase right there. Thank you for having me. All right.
That's
Peace.
not a catchphrase. See, I'm still here.
You're always still there. All right, you guys. All right, moving on. Don't forget that we have our games this week and we have everything else too. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. All right, let's take care of we got big news from the NBA. Whole bunch of people going to prison. Crazy. 18 NBA players getting arrested. Oh, now you want to stay? Yeah, 18 NBA players getting arrested, including Glenn Big Baby Davis and Tony Allen, one of the greatest defenders of all time. And they're going there because of like a money laundering scheme. Basically, they told the NBA that that they were like hurt and that their family like needed health insurance and whatever, and they just kept scamming them out of money. And like today, 18 of them got arrested. Craziness. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right. And but it reminds me of the whole like scandal. It reminds me of the whole scandal for the USC thing, like with all those like rich people, and they were taking up scholarships for like the rowing team and stuff like that, just because they had money. And a lot of people are trying to defend these guys because they like know them, and they're like maybe they're black and these guys are black or something like that. And I'm like, nah, stop that. If you mess up, you mess up. All right, they're not going to jail for life. All right, but like at the same time, like I mean, maybe they can pay fines. I have no idea how this is gonna work out, but it is insane that so many high profile players, and it's weird because they made about like altogether about $2.5 million, which is a lot. But the main guy, he made like $200,000, and I'm like, what? That doesn't even add up. And I know that they're not amazing with their money, but like they were all rich guys. Why do they want more money? And it's just so strange. And I guess like once you're rich, you like have to pay for that mansion, and the mansions cost more. And then I don't know, man. It's really weird. But so make sure that you stay on the up and up. And it's just kind of crazy that this many high profile guys are in this mess right now. So I wish them well, but I also wish that people didn't just take advantage of other people as well. So that's that high profile news. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, let's look at the homework. We got Rohit. I saw his. It's actually looking better. The way he goes about his work, I like Rohit. He's actually like, he just goes, well, here we go, and just starts working, and like he'll mess up a lot in the videos even, and he just goes, it is what it is, and this diligence, I've seen this before too. It'll pay off, and you're gonna see Rohit if he keeps this up in like a month. He's going to be a totally different player. And I love that we have these videos. Don't erase these videos of yourselves, guys, especially when they're like embarrassing in like a year or so, when you're like so much better. I would love to have seen Michael Jordan before he was good. Wouldn't that be cool? It's probably like when he was like 3 years old, but it'd be awesome to see like the progression. And actually, if you're trying to get recruited, this would be a great tool. Like, although they might think that you're just lying, but you can show them how you went from this all the way to this. And actually, if you keep all the videos, they know that you weren't lying. And if you sit a college, especially like a lower college, something like that, videos of you working out every single day, and it was like legit, and like you had like the whole workout there, that would easily impress them. All right. So if you guys really want to make it, show them how hard you're working, where you started from, and they can judge your trajectory. Because if you were like, I don't know, dunking in 6th grade and the best player, and by your senior year you were just average, as opposed to a guy who just started playing his junior year and then was the same as that player, I would take the player who just started because his trajectory is higher. The other guy's going like almost even for all this time. This guy caught him so fast, he's going to keep going. So it's like, well, after you get to our college, you're gonna get in better. You're gonna keep improving. So showing people that you love to improve and that you have improved is a great skill. So do not erase these videos. And I love to see Rohit improving. That's awesome to watch. All right, quick commercial break, and then we'll come back and finish up. And that's the Vertimax. We love using that thing, man. We're getting better at using it. I would love to see the results. So, Connor, start dunking, man. Start dunking so we can send in you dunking to the Vertimax people. All right. For our boot camps, we use the Vertimax and we change it up every single day. All right. For Monday, Wednesday. Let me see if I have it right here. All right. For Monday, Wednesday, we have, where's this thing? There we go. For Mondays, we do ball drops and jumps on the Vertimax. So ball drops is off of it, and where we go foot fire, we'll drop the ball, and then you have to sprint forward, and the Vertimax is pulling you back, right? Then we have regular jumps that is you on the platform, just jumping straight up and down. On Tuesdays, we go ball pounds. All right, that's you off the platform, you're dribbling the ball, and then you lunge out with a quick first dribble. All right, and then you switch legs, then you switch hands. So there's 4 different ways to do it, and you do that constantly. All right, I'm consistently jumping a little bit higher. Nice. On Wednesday, we go side lunges. That's jumping to the side and crossing our legs in the back and forth to work on different parts of the leg. And then on Wednesday, we're also doing box jumps with the Vertimax on the platform. All right, Thursdays we go close out slides. That's you close all the way out, so it's pulling you back. But then the coach will tell you to go left or right. You got to slide back in a diagonal fashion all the way back, and then repeat. While on the platform, you're going to do 4 limb jump. That's holding the handles as well as the legs and jumping up so you get an arm workout and a leg workout. And then on Friday, we do retreat, then beat off the platform. That's dribbling the ball forward, then retreat, and then crossing over between our legs, and then sprinting forward. Make sure that when you retreat, that you are sideways. I saw Connor, you were doing it. You were just kind of backing up because of the rope. It will twist, so you want to make sure that you go sideways to protect the ball when you go retreat dribble. All right, and then the last one is rebounds. That one's on the platform one for Friday, where you throw the ball off the wall to yourself, catch it high, or a coach might throw it to you as well. All right, and we do the different ones because we want to keep it interesting. One, all right. Because all the other things are the same exact thing every single day. So these change to keep it interesting. But two, so you can work different muscles, so you don't like overuse any, and so you can like have like an overall development using the Vertimax, so it can like shoot you even faster and make you jump higher. All right. So we have a whole entire thing. So maybe you can switch every week if you want to come twice a week, or you can just come all 5 times a week eventually. All right. That would be awesome if we could convince you to do that. Anyways, that's that. And next up, we got our middle school workout. Slowly, I will be dunking. I like it. Overhead board passes. This is the one that Connor sucks at. All right. So middle school is going to pass that. Pass that? Yes, they're going to pass as well, but they're going to do that this week or this Friday. Drive left, right, pass high, low. I love these passes. All right, and it's reading. It's reading and reacting to. It's reading and reacting to a defender, but you're going to use the offensive player to tell you either to pass the ball here, to pass the ball high. All right. On-ball defense. This is just shows you how to slightly force the defense away and how to trace the ball and how to react to them driving. All right, ball jump versus face cut is a game that we play to show you how to play defense and offense in that regard. Kobe post move. All right, there was something added to the Kobe post move. Oh yeah, when you jump back, you bounce the ball, jump back, you add a little shimmy. We also do that shimmy with the Kyrie Irving drill, right? And I saw on Instagram someone walking through and he called it the Kyrie. They might have called it like the Kyrie shimmy or the Kyrie's fake spin or something like that. But yeah, it's kind of getting out there, and people are trying to figure it out. And it is a pretty dope move. But this is basically that same exact move. Double bounce series. That's bouncing the ball low twice between the legs behind the back from the block, spinning, and then you either go pump fake rip through for a shot. I'm sorry. First one is hook shot. Next one is pump fake rip through for a shot. Pump fake rip through fake for a spin back shot. Then you fake the spin back shot and you rip through again for 4 different types of shots on both sides. And then the last ones, we have our high school workouts. All right, that's 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. That's just shooting the ball clutchly. If you guys get through all 5 during the first 10 minutes for high school, you guys can shoot it from threes. Countdown game, one-on-one sprint. This is great for offensive players. I think Blazers are best when they're doing this. Successive dribble shots. This is a great one as well. Make sure that you go as fast as Sophia, please. All right, diagonal hurdle layups. That's with the hurdles, the actual hurdles, and you're jumping diagonally over them, and with the last jump huge, so you can finish strong, and then sandbag slides like we do during warm-ups. All right, and again, because I always show it. All right, try to go as fast as Sophia for this one. So anyone coming tomorrow for the high school, please go as fast as Sophia. Fourth grade Sophia doing this drill is faster than everyone in our program until I show them the video. Then they go, oh, I get it. And then all the high schoolers go faster than her. But before that, no one goes as fast as her. And it's because you guys don't understand what I mean by fast. So this is fast. Notice she also makes like almost every shot too. You notice that? Oh, there goes a miss. All right. So yes, hit your shots as well. Coming tomorrow, but I will be sick and can't do it for the last 10 minutes. That makes sense. All right. As long as you plan out your sicknesses. So yes, please go as fast as Sophia. Please, please, just try to go fast. Okay, stay low, go fast, and get better. All right, that's about my time. Don't forget the quote of the day, which we have not even talked about yet. Sorry. The quote of the day is to make mistakes, else you're making mistakes. Make mistakes, else you're making mistakes. Make mistakes, or else you're making mistakes. Think about that. You can't just go through life trying to be perfect and hoping to be perfect and going slow enough to be perfect and being careful enough to be perfect. No. Take some chances, get out there, and if you're not going beyond your comfort zone and you're too afraid to make mistakes, then you're making the biggest mistake that there is, and that's staying stagnant in life. So make mistakes, else you're making mistakes. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you guys do that homework, watch those movies and everything else. All right, cue my music. I'm out. Peace, guys.